Hi, I'm the girl from California. My name is Angela Madrid. I grew up in Southern California in a little town called Victorville, where I was the oldest of 4 siblings. My mother encouraged us from an early age to learn piano, and she was very diligent in making us do so. I began piano lessons starting at the age of 3, where I was made to practice every day. I remember I wasn't allowed to play outside until I practiced, and my neighborhood friends would wait around the piano until that timer dinged, and we'd all run outside together. I'm sure the older folks watching this remember what playing outside is like. I have been a performer for as long as I can remember. I was in a theater group in my hometown for over 15 years, performing variety shows internationally. I was in marching band since elementary school, and I played the saxophone, flute, and I was on drumline. For those who made fun of us band geeks, joke's on you, because now I have the best job in the world. I was also a cheerleader, and I went on to coach for about 10 years after high school, where I led several teams to win state championships. So I was always involved in putting on a show one way or another. In 2014, I was working 2 jobs. I was teaching high school full-time, and I was serving at night. I took a trip to New Orleans where I saw Dueling Pianos for the first time. I was amazed and I was awestruck. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was one of the most amazing live shows I had ever witnessed. I then thought to myself, hey, I could do this. I already play these songs. And so I did. I did the scariest thing that I have ever done, and I auditioned for a piano bar in Hollywood. I was hired immediately, and I quit my teaching and my serving jobs. I couldn't believe it. I was a full-time musician and performer in Hollywood. I was literally living my childhood dream. I mean, how many people out there can really say that they get to do that? Performing music for a living will always hold a special place in my heart because it brings people together, it unites people, and it creates a bond in a certain way that nothing else can. I am a perfect example because I met my husband and soulmate because of Dueling Pianos. I had the privilege to play on ships and sail the Caribbean. Performing shows on cruise ships was definitely a highlight of my career, something I still do from time to time when my schedule permits. Fast forward to the pandemic, throwing a huge wrench in the California music scene and really life altogether, I decided to drive east and find work. My husband was very supportive of this because he wanted to leave California and try something new as well. So I was off. I played clubs across the US from California to Florida and everywhere in between. One night, while I was visiting one of my best friends that had moved to Virginia, she told me that there was a place that I needed to see. We went out for the night and she took me to Bobby McKeys. I immediately flashed back all those years to that first time in New Orleans. I've played in a lot of other rooms with a lot of very talented people, but Bobby McKeys was next level. It was out of this world. The show, the performers, the staff, the energy. It was unlike anything I had ever experienced up to that point, and I knew right then and there I wanted to be a part of it. So I sat in with the band one night, and the rest is history. I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be able to play music for a living. To work at Bobby McKeys feels like another one of my dreams has come true. If you haven't seen a show at Bobby McKeys, you are missing out because it truly is the best dueling piano bar in the country.